Hi, I'm Karen Elson, and I am on the cover of Harper's Bazaar UK, and I am here to show you the contents of my beauty bag, and I'm so excited to do this because I am a beauty-aholic, beauty product-aholic. What is the first thing I'm gonna take out of this bag? I'm obsessed with this. Tatcha. I'm hoping I pronounced it that right. If I haven't, I'm really sorry. It's an incredible sheet mask. You know, I love sheet masks in general, but there's something about this that really does all the things you need. It sort of brightens, it moisturizes, you look sort of less exhausted, especially when I've got off a long haul flight. So this is an essential part of my beauty routine. Speaking of this, also by this brand, this is something I love for the plane. It's actually a serum in a stick. I am legitimately obsessed with this serum stick. It really does what it's supposed to do. My grandmother taught me a lot of things about beauty. I would always go into her beauty cabinet when I was young and steal all of her like fancy face cream. She would have like olive Ulay, as we call it in England, and Yardley and all her perfumes, and I would raid them and get in lots and lots of trouble, but I realized that you can never spend too much money on beauty products. It's always worth it. And with that, actually, I have one I need to whip out because this is expensive, but it is incredible. It's Augustinus Beta. It's the rich cream. I'm obsessed with this. This cream has been sort of a mainstay since the brand came out, and just feel like the technology behind it actually does what it says it's going to do, and it's incredible. So, yep, there's that. I definitely think growing up as a twin shaped my sort of views on beauty, because I would always steal all my sister's beauty products. She always had such better taste in hair products, skin products. I'd always look at the stuff she had and go, God, why didn't I save up my spending money? And then I would steal them and I would get in a lot of trouble. If my sister was here right now, she would give you some horror stories of me pouring water into, you know, like the toner bottle, and after I'd used all the toner and getting slapped in the face because of it. Because I'm a skincare junkie, these two by Shiseido, they're Vital Perfection, and this, it's the Wrinkle Intensive and Wrinkle Spot Treatment. I don't know what their technology is, but it definitely has a sort of very much of a kind of softening effect of fine wrinkles and all that kind of stuff. And if I have a very, very, very sensitive eye area, and a lot of eye creams can break me out in sort of contact dermatitis, and this stuff actually does not do that, but it also does a lift. So there's that. And then I'm obsessed with creme de la mer. I love the soft cream. It just really works for my skin. I also love like creme de la mer's facials. They have a spa at a hotel I stay at in Paris that have creme de la mer facials, and they're always really good. And then another face oil that I am obsessed with, Vintner's Daughter. This is the gold standard face oil. You will not get a better face oil than this. The person who developed it, obviously, she was the daughter of a winemaker, and she is really good at developing products. She's put so much care and attention into all the oils that go into this. It is unlike any face oil you'll ever try, and I'm not even joking with that. And I often use these two and the Augustinus Beta as sort of my three staples of my beauty closet, and then I use the Shiseido, you know, the Vital Perfection when I need some extra TLC. But this stuff is the best. Okay, so one thing that I really cherish is taking my makeup off at the end of the day, especially if I've been doing a shoot and I just have tons of makeup on, and sort of giving myself all the luscious sort of, you know, the cleanser, the toner, moisturizer, a little serum, putting my hair up, sitting in my bed with all my, you know, God knows if a person could see me, they'd be horrified, but I love that. It's like, you know, like kids going for their nighttime bath and then bedtime stories. That's my version of that. I think for me, there's nothing that can't be cured by having a really good night's sleep and watching some really bad TV. When I really need to kind of switch off and take my brain to a different place, there's nothing better than just like sitting in my bed, in my hotel room, in my bathrobe, probably with the sheet mask on, and watch really bad English TV, and that is therapy for me. I am I'm obsessed. This looks very questionable, but it's not. It's called Skin Gym. It gives you a little electric shock. Oh, let's see. Oh, 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 oh. So good. It's microcurrent and it's so good. It's like an electrical current that stimulates the muscles and makes everything lift. You have to put it on with a special serum. But I have definitely noticed if I have a really big shoot or if I have some event that I have to go to, you use this for 10 minutes and you will visibly see sort of a lifting effect. I love it, very much so. You know, I think as women, we all have, or there's collectively this mentality about fearing getting older. Obviously, our beauty changes as we get older, but don't fear it. Don't fear getting older. There's something really empowering about it, and I'm here as a woman in my 40s to say only gets better. The best makeup trick I've ever learned from a professional was from Pat McGrath, and actually I'm gonna get out her lipstick that's named after me. It's the Elson lipstick that I love, and literally Pat just dabs lipstick on her finger, and she puts it on with her finger and then just kind of smudges it in. And that is what I do with lipstick for myself. I use this trick of Pat's and kind of puts the lipstick on in a more kind of subtle, poutier, lovely way. I don't know how to do it any other way, thanks to Pat. And even better when it's with my namesake lipstick, the Elson. Next up, oh my God, there's so many good things in here. I don't even know what to do. Okay, I'm a pale ginger. It's hard for me to get color. I don't go in the sun, obviously, because I don't want to get sunburnt, but sometimes I need to have a really nice glow, and I am obsessed with this Chanel. It's called Le Beige, and it's a bronzer, essentially, but it's the right kind of bronzer for my skin tone that I can kind of layer it on, actually, with this brush, this Shiseido makeup brush. That is just the loveliest little thing. Like that. It's amazing. It just gives me like a really nice warm glow without it looking too overwhelmingly like bronzer, basically. I've just got turned on to this amazing product that a makeup artist I work with, the lovely Bo Nelson, uses on me. It's called the LEIA, and it's actually an alternative to kind of makeup sponges, because you know how makeup sponges, they're really unhygienic. And this stuff, it's kind of a special material. It feels like skin. And you put the makeup on, like dab the makeup on all over your face, and it feels like it's your sort of hand on your skin, but it kind of makes the makeup go on really evenly. And that's the genius of it. It doesn't absorb any kind of product at all. So the next thing, wait, that's the wrong thing. Sorry, hold on, where's it gone? So this eyebrow pencil by Tom Ford saved my life. So I do not possess eyebrows. I mean, I have eyebrows that are blonde, so it looks like I don't have eyebrows. I mean, I've dyed my eyebrows a couple of times, which was the biggest mistake of my life because I just looked tragic. I mean, I had to like take a toothbrush and scrub my brows to take the dye off because it scared me that much. This color, it's like a strawberry blonde, like light brown, ash blonde. It's a great color for me, and I also love the way like the tip slants, so you can just kind of get the shape of your brow. I cannot live without this product. It just gives me the illusion that I have a little bit of an eyebrow, but not to the point where I look like I've got scary, evil eyebrows. So the one thing I do that makes me feel instantly made up is an eyelash curler. I feel like eyelash curler and mascara, and then a little bit of like very subtle highlighter here and a little kind of cheeky cheeks, and I feel really lovely and luscious. But an eyelash curler just gives you an instant sort of wake up. And then with some black mascara, I don't know, if I'm winging it, that's what I'll do. This last one by Westman Atelier, the makeup artist Gucci Westman. And it's kind of like a highlighter slash blush. It's a kind of darker color, but it looks really good kind of on your lips as well. Here, if I need, like before I go out, if I want a little bit more of something. It's got like the right kind of shimmer, not too much. And also just look at the packaging as well. It's so elegant, this packaging. I would love to say I have more things that I do for getting myself like mentally psyched before an event, but usually it's just pure pandemonium. I don't know. I mean, For me, if I'm staying at a nice hotel, I'll go for a swim, I'll go for a run. Maybe if there's a sauna or a steam room, I'll go and maybe like, if I have like a nice, you know, scented oil or something. But sure, I'll meditate from time to time, but I really love taking a run. That's actually my form of kind of meditating. I get to turn my brain off and I get to just run and listen to music. I'm much more sort of physical in that sense, where I've got a lot of energy and a lot of mental energy. And sitting still before an event, I can't do it. So I'd rather just run really fast, and that will slow me down. Speaking of signature scents, I mean, obviously, I'm English, therefore I love like all things roses, English rose, all this stuff. But I recently got turned on to this stuff by Jo Malone. It's actually a hair mist, and it's velvet rose and oud. And you spray it in your hair, which I find so lovely, because is there anything better than like spraying a product in your hair? You know, I think of being a kid, and when you go in to give a grown-up a hug and you'd smell like perfume in their hair, like it really reminds me of that stuff. And it's such a sort of warm and lovely scent. And Red Roses by Jo Malone I'm obsessed with, because it just feels very British and feminine, which clearly I am all those things. I feel my most beautiful when I don't actually have a ton of makeup on. At home with my kids, it's a cold winter day, blue sky, my face is clean, not very much makeup on, hair scraped back. I feel my most beautiful because I'm just myself. Does that make sense? Like I love makeup, I love beauty, I love skincare, but there is something about being comfortable in your own skin that is very empowering, and just owning that and being happy with that. Thank you so much for humoring me with my little beauty obsession. I hope you found some products that you enjoy. I know some of them are pretty expensive, but just know that there's a lot of great products in all the local pharmacies, and just feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions.